Hey Tech Fam, how's it going? Welcome back to another video on the channel. And today guys, I'm going to do my 1 year Galaxy S25 Ultra review, as well as talk to you guys about tomorrow's event, which I originally thought it was Thursday, but tomorrow's event, we're going to talk about, whether you should upgrade from last year's device or any previous year's device on to this year's device. So this can be a two-part video, so hope you guys can join for the ride. But before I get into that, I just want to say I'm glad to be back with you guys. It's been a very, very long time, and yeah, a lot of good positive changes have been happening. So I've been keeping a little busy here and there. So I'm gonna make less content, but also I'm going to make it where I think the content fits my liking, and if it does, that means it's worthy to be uploaded. So might see fewer videos, but it's all for quality and not quantity. So I just want to keep you guys posted on that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk and get into the first part of this video, which is the Galaxy S25 Ultra, my 1 year experience daily driving this phone. So I'll be right back with that. So, to break down this first part of the video, I'm going to explain it into 5 different reasons. The first reason is the S Pen. Now, I currently have it with me right here. This little tool, this little plastic that I insert into the S25 or the Note series since this first came out, has been truly amazing. Like using this to write down SKU numbers and phone numbers of stuff, and to do precise edits, and and when you're done, you stick it right back into the phone. I really love this thing. Now, yes, I know some guys are going to say in the comment section down below, there's flaws with this pen. It's not Bluetooth and stuff. This isn't a review. I already explained my reasoning about that. I'm not going to explain in this video because, again, this is just my 1 year experience. This using the S Pen is great, right? And that's because it's built into the phone. It's not its own separate accessory. You gotta slap it on the side or on the back or inside of a sleeve. It comes with the phone. And yes, I've lost this like 3 times so far, I believe, this year. But it's been in my room. I know where and luckily with the Got Your Pen little notification, I could usually retrace what that time was and go, oh, it's just this. Oh, it's 7 o'clock at night. I was in my bed. I take the sheets off. Oh, it's right here. I found the pen. It's in my bed somewhere. Yeah, I love it. This is the best tool I've ever used on this phone. And it's going to be a hard, convincing job to get me to not use this at all. Like, my job practically and unpractically requires me to write down stuff. It doesn't require me. I just happen to like it because it's right in my pocket. I don't have to reach deep down in any other pocket or the back pocket. Again, I just pull it out. Train off memos initiated. I write down SKU numbers, phone numbers, and stuff. Put it into the pen. It's automatically saved. This, again, has been the best part of using this phone, and it's gonna be hard to have me go to a phone to not use this. So, Samsung, don't lose this. I'm not gonna lose this. I won't try to, but it's an amazing part of this phone. Alright, that does it for my first of my 5 reasons. Let's get on to reason number 2. Alright, second to last, I'm gonna call this, the performance, The performance of the S25 Ultra, not talking about the battery life performance or camera performance, just overall performance, user interface, going to apps, scrolling, gaming here and there a little bit. What is that performance like? And that performance to me is still pretty solid. Again, this being last year's phone, I'm currently running 1.8.5 beta on this, and And I've been scrolling up and down perfectly fine, playing games on this phone like Retro Bowl, and other FPS games on this really has been really good. I'm not a huge gamer. If I'm gonna game on a computer, but on the go game on this has been good. Minecraft is the only game on the S25 Ultra that will start to make it feel hot, and then you start to see the performance just take a dip down. But other games has been great. There are different apps that you can customize the thermal threshold and stuff and check your CPU usage and stuff. But yeah, overall performance has been great. Again, running Windows 8.5 beta. The storage on this is almost full. Like, I think it's 45% used, and it's mostly photos and videos. I take a whole lot of photos and videos. Like, December was a photos and videos quite couple weeks, because again, my girlfriend, now fiance, is was basically the highlight of that month, and it was just photos and videos in October and July as well. So you can't go wrong with the performance on this. Again, I'm not talking about bad performance, I'm talking about overall performance, like the UI stuff and any frame stuttering and stuff. I haven't seen any hiccups with this phone. And again, it's 1 year, so 1 year, of course, there's different updates and bug fixes and Play Store updates and Galaxy Store updates. I haven't found any hiccups on this whatsoever, so again, if you're not going to be downloading any big apps or any other APK files that you siloed onto, you're gonna be fine. Like, I could vouch, this phone, with 1 year of using it, unplugging it, scrolling and stuff and texting, I haven't seen any hiccups or any bugs. So overall, it's a really good overall performer, to say the least. Alright, let's get on to my last reason before we transition into the second part of this video. So the cameras on the Galaxy S25 Ultra after 1 year of use have been absolutely incredible. Sunrises with this, taking pictures of the moon. You can say about the moon all you want. It takes beautiful photos. Night photos, daytime photos. Taking, like, I let my brother's phone in the airport. Is February. So 2 months ago, I have to remember it's February. So 2 months ago, I let my brother my phone, and we had this surprise. We had this. I can't even get words out. We all planned the surprise see my fiance at the airport, and with all the plane band involved, this camera was great. My brother, yes, that was one of the times where the battery life was just, it went from a full charge in the morning, and then it just kind of dipped downward. But yeah, I digress. The cameras are incredible. 2 months ago, again, Bryant Park, beautiful place in the winter time, was great. And speaking of great and cameras, this whole video is gonna be shot entirely on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So yeah, I hope you guys like the quality. So far, to me, it looks pretty good. I'm looking at the camera looking at me on OBS. But yeah, battery life on this has battery life. The cameras have been phenomenal. I don't take much selfies, but ultra wide video is great. Zoom in video is great. My main shooting is 4K at 60 frames per second, because I have a 4K TV in my room. But yeah, this is capable of 8K 30 frames per second. I don't have an 8K TV, so I'm just gonna shoot in 4K at all times. So taking photos and videos, this has been great. So yeah, that's all I can say about the cameras. It's a really solid cameras. I know some people say, well, it's the same as the S24, but more different than 23. I get it, but megapixels aren't everything. It's what you take out of the whole camera experience that fits your needs. And this camera system right here, the quad camera system on the back of this phone has done wonders, and I truly love the cameras on this phone whatsoever. But yeah, that does it for the cameras. Let's talk about another. Let's talk about my second to last reason on why my 1 year experience of the Galaxy S25 Ultra has made a significant move to. So I'll be right back. Alright, reason number 2 of my 1 year S25 Ultra experience is the battery life. The battery life on this has been great. It's been okay at times depending on what I do, but I work an 8-hour shift, and since I misplaced my Galaxy Buster Pro somewhere in my room, just mostly me connected to this watch right here. Now, that's my Galaxy Watch Ultra has been mostly connected to my phone. And I use my phone for light gaming. I do have some games installed. I don't have Game Pass anymore because it's $30 a month, but I digress. Battery life has been great. I take photos and videos sometimes of sunrises when I'm walking to work. Taking videos, this is fantastic. Like, I lent my brother my phone to record me proposing to my girlfriend, now fiance, and at the airport, it came out perfect. Yes, there is 8K on this phone, but I don't have an 8K TV. I personally don't bother me recording in 8K, but yeah, I'm talking about the camera. I'm talking about the battery life. Right? The battery life has just been incredible, and yeah, I'd use the battery almost every single day. And I literally just came home after work, and after very late usage at work and texting my fiance left and right, battery life has been solid. Most days I hit 60%, sometimes I hit 50s, or maybe even 40s. Today after work, I looked at my phone, that's 70% left. Yes, that is really great battery life. Like, if I were not to use this phone to game at all, and I just put my phone down the side, I'd probably get a full day and a half out of this phone. And yeah, charging is, solid too. I have a 45-watt charger, but Samsung requires a much more powerful, to their standards, 45-watt charger, so I get 25-watt speeds. Perfectly fine for me. But yeah, battery life is pretty solid too. And again, if I ever need to top up, I have a battery pack, which is on that desk. Try to point to it. Right there. It's right there. But yeah, battery life on this overall has been pretty solid as well. Let's get on to the third reason, the cameras. Alrighty, so this is the last part of not the last part, but the last part of the first part of my 5 reasons. And to conclude this first part off, I want to talk to you guys about, the S25 Ultra as a whole, right? We talked about, well, actually, we'll round it off with that. But yeah, the display. Almost forgot to mention display, so we're calling number 5 the display. I've never used a phone with an anti-reflective coating, well, I do have an anti-reflective monitor. I think it's the G58, but I digress. The anti-reflective coating on the Galaxy S25 Ultra has been spot on. Like, I've seen less glares and stuff using it on the sunlight. I could see stuff, it's better. The display gets brighter at 2600 nits. I could see my content. I have no problems with that at all. And the screen, however, has been incredible. I haven't used a screen protector on this because the biggest reason is if you do apply screen protector to this, it's going to basically eliminate the anti-reflectivity, meaning that, you know, it's going to, you're going to see reflections all across. But this has seen no deep scratches. I've dropped it with the case on the floor here. That's been fine. But there hasn't been any cracks. Very little to no scratches at all. Yes, the screen has seen wear and tear, me using it in its fingerprint smudges, but I love this anti-reflective screen on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and yeah, I've, again, loved it. Going from my Fold 6 to using this, I do miss using a Fold, but I love the anti-reflective coating on this, as well as the durability of this film. Now it's all flat, there's no moving parts. It's very solid and very durable. So, the display on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, again, with my 1 year of scrolling up and down and screen taps for gaming, I'd say this deserves a thumbs up for me. And I'm going to conclude my whole top 5 right here. Overall, the Galaxy S25 Ultra, again, from the pen to the overall part of the phone, the battery, the cameras, the overall performance, display, is a total game changer for me. I don't care what you guys say about this phone. This is all for me and my use. I know everyone's use is different. So I want you guys to comment down below what your 1 year experience has been with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And with that, with Unpacked being tomorrow, which I thought was Thursday, I'm going to transition right into, should you buy the Galaxy S26 Ultra when it gets announced to pre-order tomorrow? So, without further ado, let's get right into that. Alright, so now we did the first part of it, which is talking about my 1 year experience with the S25 Ultra. The biggest question I know some of you guys might have, or about to ask, is if I have the same phone as you have, the Galaxy S26 Ultra, should you upgrade? I'm gonna say no, because the S26 Ultra, with something it's gonna have, I know it's gonna have a new display panel. It's going to have the it's gonna have the 3rd generation anti-reflective coating. It's gonna have the privacy display. It's gonna have faster charging at 60 watts and faster wireless charging. It's gonna have wider 2 wider cameras on the back and stuff. And it's gonna be slightly faster because of the new processor and stuff. And I can mention everything tech and non-tech related. But the big thing is, should you upgrade for the 25 to 26 Ultra? No. Reason being is, you're going to see maybe a 2 to 3% difference. That might sound big, but it's pretty small, because if you think about it, you're getting the same camera system in terms of megapixels. You're getting the exact same screen size and the same resolution and stuff. Yes, you could have the setting where you could have your screen, not be seen, despite one guy in Dubai getting it, and, he's like, well, I got the 26 Ultra, the anti-reflective screen, the privacy display is pretty dope. But you have to put yourself in that shoe of the question, if that makes sense, and that is, are you going to be using the anti-reflective screen? Are you going to use the privacy display at all when you buy that phone? For me, very rarely. Like, the only way I could see using it is if it's crowded, and that's the only way to know what my screen is. Like, am I that sensitive to put on the privacy display? No. Like, if anything, I'm basically gonna find a way outside, or find a way where no one's near me to use it. Turning it on is just one extra step. Like, just walk outside. Outside I work at a store, If I just go outside, it's fine. I don't that's mitigates the feature for me. Like, it's pretty cool. It's getting something built in, which you don't have to spend extra money on. But if you just walk outside, why spend money on another phone that's gonna have that's gonna have the feature? I know it's good to have it than not to have it, but that's just my opinion. So that's one of the reasons. Number two is, you know, I know some of you guys might have the S24 Ultra, and some of you guys are like, the 24, it's 2 years old. It's 2 years old, so that means it's 5 years within the update cycle with security and policy updates and stuff. If you have the S24 Ultra, I'm gonna say no, don't upgrade at all. And same for the 23 and the 22. Because when you're going from the 22 or 23 to the 26 Ultra, you're getting a stylus that's not gonna have Bluetooth in it. And I know some of you guys haven't used Bluetooth, but think about this. The Note 9 introduced a very unique feature, and that is you could use your stylus as a way to take a photo, or initiate a video or stuff. Forget about the air actions and I'm going to use it as a magic wand to up the volume or turn down the volume or go left to the next video, turn right to the next video. If you're just going to, taking photos with this, like, do I wish this thing had a, button that could use, like the pen button could be used to take a photo to video? Absolutely. But I've never experienced that, so I won't know. I can't tell you how great it is or isn't, because I never used it. But yeah, the 22 to 25 Ultra, to 24 Ultra, it's within 2 years, has had the Bluetooth stylus you can use to take a photo in a video. The 26 Ultra and 25 Ultra don't have that, so you upgrading, you're gonna miss that feature because it's gonna be omitted in it. And I hate to say it, but if Samsung would have brought it back, I would recommend it and say, if you have a 22 Ultra, upgrade. 23 Ultra, upgrade. 24 Ultra, maybe consider upgrading. Not 25 Ultra, keep it. It's gonna do wonders. But the same reason minus the Bluetooth S Pen is, it's still gonna do wonders for you. If it's still working out for you, it's not lagging as hard. If it's still in really good shape, again, and if you have the Bluetooth S Pen 22 to 24 Ultra, you're gonna want to keep it because it's just simply that one thing that separates this from any other phone. Again, yes, it's built in, you have the S Pen suite and stuff, but Bluetooth is just a cherry on top, with using it as your remote shutter. Now, yes, S21 Ultra doesn't have it built in, so I'd say go for it. Upgrade. S20 Ultra. S20 Ultra, upgrade. Doesn't have an S Pen. Note 20. Yeah, Note 20 Ultra. Has the Bluetooth S Pen, but you're getting an outdated processor. That thing's probably slow. You're not getting any updates or security updates, so upgrade despite that. And again, I'm talking about most recent Ultras, right? 22 to 24 Ultra, keep. 25 Ultra, keep. You're getting a 1 to 2% upgrade in terms of features, because every person's gonna try to hype this phone up, be like, yo, this phone's incredible. The biggest thing is, if it works out for you, there's no need to upgrade. There's no pressure. I am trying to be a low-level tech enthusiast, be on a budget here, and my fiance and me trying to save up for the future and get, work on another job and stuff. I'm basically going to act as a normal consumer and keep this phone. Maybe one day if I decide to, do upgrade, I'll let you guys know. But I'm keeping this phone another year. I can't see myself upgrading to a 26. All for the privacy display because I can't see myself using as much. And, yeah. despite, Samsung's gonna drop $1,000 on trade-in deals and free goodies and straight and extra storage on us. Like, all that's really great in a vacuum, but it's money. By me upgrading for 25, 26 Ultra, I'm telling Samsung, this is okay. Keep doing incremental upgrades, and I feel that, like, we all need to take a step back since phones aren't getting much bigger upgrades because of their slightly faster processor and different speeds and new features here and there, like especially AI features, like Galaxy AI features. I guarantee most, if not all of it, is going to make its way down to 25 and a little bit 24 Ultra, if that might be so. But, again, if it works out for you, don't upgrade. If you feel like you want to upgrade, by all means. But, yeah, just my little 5 cents into that. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. But yeah, overall, should you upgrade to the S26 Ultra tomorrow, right after Unpacked? Don't feel pressure to, But yeah, that's all I have to say for that. So, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little 2-part video. I talked about my 1 year of using my Galaxy S25 Ultra. And I talked to you about tomorrow's event, which is going to mention almost, if not, going to have the S26 Ultra. I'm pretty sure it's good. The 26 Ultra is going to be announced. I'm 99.1% certain they're going to announce it. Like, I'd be shocked, but I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed this really unique video. Again, guys, I'm going to try to come up with little content, but to make it more, if it's better in terms of quality, then I feel confident putting it out for you guys. I don't want to feel like, let's make 5-10 videos a month, and those videos aren't great. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. How's your 1-year experience with the Galaxy S25 Ultra? And if you're thinking about getting the S26 Ultra, what current phone you have now? And what wonders do you think the S26 Ultra is going to do once you pre-order or buy it? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm interested. I'm going to comment on you guys as much as possible. But thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe and do for more videos like this. If a like, comment, share, and follow me on social media for updates to my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Hope you guys have a great day and stay safe out there. Winter is almost over. I can't wait till warm weather. But I digress, guys, again. This is Chris signing out. Peace.